hell something.
I'm challenging you to take off the blue.
Wow.
You know what? I'll take it off every night when it's time to go home.
I'll take it off right now.
No. I'll take it off right now. You know
Well,
what?
fuck you then.
All right.
Fuck you, and fuck him, and fuck him, and fuck your mama, and your daddy, your mama, and your dead mama, and your grandmama that died. I hope that bitch come back and die again. That's how I feel. So, unless you want to take it off, get on your knees.
Where'd you get back?
Ask for forgiveness.
Where'd you get back?
I do every day.
Oh well, it's too late.
Where'd you get back?
You know, forgive you.
Oh, yes. Too late to go.
You will never be forgiven.
I said, Dad, you gotta come back down.
That's
nothing
what
you
my
can
dad
do.
said. My dad said you have to forgive him. You forgive him.
Never, but you take off the blue.
Nah,
Take off the blue. Take off the blue. Take it off. Okay, fuck you, Hutchins. You ain't getting no mask either.
Spider Midnight,
I ain't gonna have no
Born Love, Spider Midnight, aka Spider Brokaw.
You take your friends' clothes off too. Them two pigs right there. Now take their clothes off.
Hey, bro, don't feel me, nigga. I ain't ready. Hold on.
They bad ones.
Hold up. All right.
Those are two bad
I'm
ones.
ready for my close-up.
They kill people.
Yeah,
They put their-
I ain't even listen to you. I'm gonna keep it real.
That one right there, what they're doing.
I'm thoroughly pissed off what happened, but I'm glad my nigga is back. That nigga right there, at the open nigga up, that nigga said don't get fur off the ground. He made sure I go to jail. But that nigga, he real, he from Detroit. He used to be with Rabia. He fuck with TDE and he know I fuck with gang. I said, haven't you back? Because he been on vacation.
Y'all looking real stupid next to the fucking.
And something he said, if you gonna post the video, he said it only take
Yeah, you should turn your
actually
head
one
and never look at me
stupid,
again.
one small set of he said something stupid to
Keep your
set
head
something
turned.
off.
Don't look at me.
And it talked, and it happened. Literally, you're gonna see. I'm gonna do the interview. We talked about it, me and Hutch, like weeks
Where
and
you
weeks
live
ago. And then something they just something stupid.
I should follow you home.
Indianapolis or wherever, Minneapolis, and then it spread across.
I want to kill your mama.
Oh.
She already dead? Well, I hope that bitch come back and die again. I hope your mama come back and die again, Hutchins. Now I got something to talk to you about. Fuck your dead mama. On your dead mama, I hate you.
You know Hutchins personally?
I know him personally. He's a good cop. But the good cops got to stand up for the bad cops. And they got to turn in the bad cops. And they got to take off the blue. If they don't take off the blue, they not getting no mask.
So do you think them taking off the blues the answer?
No, we still will never forgive them, but they can at least take it off anyway and look stupid.
Hey, what up?
You will never be forgiven. Put your knee in that man's neck. And you're accountable for it, Hutchins. You're the reason he did that. You probably told him to do it. Yeah, you could have been there and told him don't put your knee in the neck. But you wasn't. You just let him do it. And now he's dead. And 9,000 more are dead. We're not going to be satisfied until 9,000 cops are dead. Along with their mama and their grandmama and their kids. We need the whole generation to just, what do you call it? Kill yourself.
Well, Hutchins, let me ask you this. You got one black man who's vouched for you, and you got a black woman who seems to be against you. As a black cop, which I know is definitely...
We gotta roll and we gonna talk.
Don't...
I heard.
I'm not taking it out.
Yo, glad you back, Kurt.
So you just got a question, okay? Yeah, whose side are you on?
Man, let me tell y'all this.
I see whose side you on. So
He used to be, let me tell you something. If any of y'all think mixing them with something, BMF, go back and look at the Chamberlain brothers and YBI. You know what I mean? Way back in Detroit. Them niggas was moving weight. He ran with them. And then he came out to LA.
They always ready to just shoot somebody.
Believe it or not, he is the main boss over all these, a lot of these guys that I don't like down here. That we call 12 or police. You don't never know when you're gonna have somebody in the force, and I guarantee. When I was a kid, I had Elder Duckett, And he used to come and tell us, and you know, he said back in the room, he was a lieutenant, but he was my mentor. And he'd come over and tell the kids, he said, look, in the back rooms of the force, you know, he said they had authorized basically for black males to be not shoot to injure and maim. He said, no, young black men, he said shoot to kill. And he would tell the kids, he said, what? He said, yeah. They say with blacks, it's shoot to kill. But others, it's shoot to maim or shoot to injure. And he told me as a kid, and it's crazy. Now, fast forward as a grown man, Hutch there, he deal with like Kendrick and them, but forget all that. He ran with...
He deal with Kendrick Lamar?
Yeah, TDE. All that, Kendrick and J-Rock and all that.
Hey, what's his position with them? Like,
so guess what? So he does a lot of stuff in the community. You know, down there in Watts and everything. He used to be, you know, after you know, running with whoever he ran with in Detroit, you know, while behind them, he came out to LA. He just a real dude. So then, you know, he worked his way up. Then he stepped away, worked in the community. Then he got high up. So you can't be like, oh man, we need somebody in there that got comments that's like, yo, come on, y'all can't be doing that. So he, as long as I know him, he kept it real.
And you know that
he know if I do something wrong, I'm gonna clear the jail cell. I did it. I'm gonna own my shit.
And you know that's definitely one of the debates within our community, because a lot of people say we need somebody in there for us, and other people say they don't need to be with them at all.
No,
it's a complex argument.
What it is, it's like this. I'm gonna post the interview. I'm gonna post segments of the interview starting tomorrow. We had a conversation here. Literally, he said, "Look, George, when I could check in to 6 o'clock, I gotta run my guys. At 6 o'clock hit, I take that uniform off." He said, "I got to support my family." At the same time, he said, "Within that, he said, I'm accountable for what I do, even in the badge, because he's accountable to God and the community. So he can't be out here wilding out." He said, all it takes, he said, in everything, every profession, you got a segment, 10, 15, whatever percentage, that's just, they're going to do whatever the fuck they want to. They don't abide by the statute of that profession. So they think that's protecting the service. So you're going to have a percentage that do whatever they want to do. That has nothing to do with protecting the service. He said, what it does is, he said, it makes the whole department look brazy, look crazy, because they got the badge on and they said protecting the service, but then you got 10, 12, 13, 14, whatever percent wilding out, you know, bullying and like doing all type of other stuff that's unconstitutional to make everything look bad. We had this conversation way before this happened, before he went on vacation, and look what happened. Just when the conversation we had, it was prophetic. It was literally prophetic. It happened. He said, all it takes is for a small foot to set off and dim light, make everything else good, be null and void. And that's just what's happened. You had an officer, what was that, Minneapolis?
Yeah, Derek Chauvin.
Yeah.
And murdered the man in cold blood. Element of premeditation was definitely satisfying.
And there was conspiracy because the guy that put the knee on the neck, it was a guy standing and every officer present that didn't stop that from happening.
Without doubt.
All accountable, all four. And I don't care if you're black or anybody right there in that scene heard that man saying, I can't breathe, and didn't stop, or either didn't stop their comrade, their associate. They're all accountable. They all need to be prosecuted for murder.
Let me ask something, Ms. Stephanie Styles. Come over here.
What's that?
So listen, you know, I was talking to Pharaoh.
I want to get it over here by the sign and make sure you got it in the background. Can you see it?
Yeah, so let's see what this says, right? Downtown.
Right. Go ahead and interview.
This is
go to this side and I'm gonna make sure I'm right in the middle.
This is part 4 of the Purge. As you can see on the streets, this is fuck the police, fuck 12. If you remember the show, Adam 12. You know, I'm talking to Miss Stephanie Styles. Stephanie Styles is a community activist. She does a lot on Facebook towards Skid Row. She has a decent amount of followers, and she goes live a lot. She's one of my followers. If you're interested, you can check on my follow and follow her. So listen, let me ask you. This is a complex argument within our community, right? So the debate is usually, some of us feel that there should be.
We'll get the White House.
Oh, this is the White House?
Yeah, I'm at the White House.
Well, some of us feel that there should be black cops within the department to try to look out for us and clean it up. People say that we need some sort of mold on the inside. There's a difference between there being somebody in their force and a mole. The definitions are clearly different, and there's a clear distinction between them. The query or question that I posed to you, Stephanie, is how do you feel? I heard you talking to Hutch. You seem very angry. Your opinion was very direct, but let's clear it up if there's any confusion. For my followers, how do you feel about any black being on the police force?
Any what?
Any blacks being on the police force.
I don't think there should be any police at all. We don't need the police. We need private citizens to take care of your problems, and we need to solve our own problems. We don't need the police to solve our problems because it's not solving the problem. When the police come around and they solve your problem, when they call themselves solving your problem, it's not the same when you solve your own problem. You know, we've been fighting since we were kids, and that's the only way is to solve a problem is to fight. Sometimes you gotta smack the shit out of somebody. Sometimes you gotta trip them. Sometimes you gotta tell them to shut up. Sometimes you gotta, whatever the consequence is, whatever they did, if they're trying to kill you, then you should kill them first. There should be no cops. We don't need no cops because we are the cops. We can police ourselves. All we need is an ambulance. Come by and scoop them up. That's all we need. We need no police. We don't need no jail. We don't need them saying they got a correctional center because the jail is not a correctional center. You do not come out correct.
Let me go ahead and interject in here. You know, today I had I'm getting a lot of followers. People follow my videos. Spider Midnight on IGTV. That's SPYDERMIDNYTE. You know, they ask me questions like, well, what has that done for James Floyd? How has that helped? What has the looting done? So the question I always pose to them is, well, if this wrong, tell me what's right. And they can't answer it. So then I let them know that if you don't know what's right, then you don't know what's wrong. You're not qualified to criticize, right? So my belief personally is this. I follow the Lord God, an eye for an eye. You know what I mean? If the family calls for blood, the person has to go. It's up to the family though. But that's my belief. But that's actually God's law. We've tried everything else except for what God says. One thing that I went forth to one of my followers is I said, listen, you know, if violence isn't the key, right? Even if you say you're a Christian, Jesus got the death penalty. So if you're a Christian, you feel that Jesus' death saved you for your sins. Violence affected change. You know what I mean? Let me finish, Phil. Violence affected change. When you sit back and you see Saddam Hussein, when he was in a military uniform, the sentiment he was communicating was, I'm always ready for war, because I know that's what it is with your country, and I know that's what it comes down to. If violence wasn't the key, cops would not walk around with guns letting you know you will die if you do not follow what I'm saying. War is necessary to affect change. Even God says that. Even Jesus said in the Bible, I came with a sword. Yeah. And we know what it says in the Quran. So that's my opinion. Miss Stephanie Styles, Pharaoh.
Even the scripture said, the kingdom of heaven suffers violence, and the violent take it by what? Force. If you remember when he got acting up and turned the house, the temple of God to gambling, he took 3 cords of iron and got to whooping. He would climb mountains. He was very rugged. The first war started up there when one of the creations tried to upstage and say, take over the Creator. So the Creator said, run it. It was between Lucifer and Michael, and they ran it. And so I saw lightning, angels falling like lightning, boom, boom, boom. So yeah, all it said, the kingdom of heaven suffered violence. So never forget, it's real change. Look at Malcolm X, look at Martin. Violence. It wasn't just, it was, they mobilized. You know, they didn't just say, oh, kumbaya. It ain't kumbaya all the time. Sometimes you gotta carry your big stick and you gotta get busy. Because if we as the people, my father said, the only way you get a monkey off your back is to stand up. The only way you get rid of a bully is to punch him square in his mouth. break his rib cage, bust his nose, and let him know you've been there in front of his comrades. And then you shut all that bullying down. And they've been bullying us, killing us, bullying every community. And all we want to keep doing is kumbaya. I got sons.
And
that day is out.
And that'll never work.
That's out. I'm a black man. I got sons coming up. My oldest, Zion, is 11. At the end of the day, you got to get up and you got to make them feel what you feel. Other than that, they're going to keep on doing it.
Well, without doubt, you know, we grew up in the hood and we understand that, yo, it's going to take an ass whooping to stop one from coming.
Yeah.
So, you know, and that's just what it is, yo. So I got to go. Spider Midnight.
Appreciate it.
Stephanie Styles, Pharaoh. I'll be back out in the Purge tomorrow
Yeah.
on 5. Check me out. Spider Midnight, IGTV or IG.